Today we are talking about YouTube. I'm gonna share with you 10 things that I wish I knew before I started YouTube. What up, Stamp Gang? This is Sade of Sade No Days Off. Welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Sade. I do travel, lifestyle, and wellness videos, and I post twice a week. So why don't you go on and just hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you can join the Stamp Gang and you are made aware of every time I post a new video. Let's get started. Number one, the algorithm changes. And you know, when you start YouTube, you think, you just make some content, edit it up, post it, and people are gonna subscribe. But you don't know that there's a lot going on behind the scenes that change the way that you are able to grow as a channel. This is especially relevant for those of us who are really small YouTubers. And that happened at the end of last year. They changed the algorithm and the monetization criteria and all that, which there was a big uproar and hoopla about. Like, people are still making videos about how to survive the monetization change and get those 1,000 subscribers and those 4,000 hours of watch time. So these things change, which can negatively affect you, especially if you don't have a lot of followers. But if your goal is not to be monetized by YouTube, it doesn't matter. But you should bear in mind that things change in the interweb sphere when it comes to YouTube, and it can affect you in some really big ways. Number two, everybody has white walls, and it matters. I didn't think it mattered until I really started filming in my house. So like I said, I'm a travel vlogger, so for the most part I film on the road, but I do film packing tutorials and things at my house, and now I'm doing wellness type videos, which I also film in my apartment. And my apartment, as you can see behind me right there, I have like yellowish tinted walls, and it matters because it changes sort of the coloring and the background of the videos when I film them. So like now I'm just getting into color grading and things like that to make the picture that you see look the best it can. Number three, good equipment is a game changer. Notice I did not say expensive equipment, but good equipment changes the game. I have gone through, since I started YouTube, 4 cameras. Like, I have gradually upgraded my camera system to the camera that I have now. Now, I will say that my second budget camera, like my bigger point and shoot that I had, which was not the Canon, but it was a Nikon P520. That was a good camera. It gave me some great visuals. Now, the microphone was not that great, and you could tell the difference in my microphone or my sound quality from then to now, and I'll put a video up here with my budget camera suggestions. And it changed things when I was able to get the Canon T3i, where I could manipulate the settings more, and had a microphone jack, so I was able to get a Rode mic, and I bought my Rode mic online, like open box, for like $60. So there's that. So like I said, it's not the fact that you get expensive equipment, but good equipment. Like now my 77D, y'all know from my unboxing, which I'll also put over here somewhere or over here somewhere, changed the game with the autofocus. Like, I loved my T3i, but the autofocus, non-existent. So this has changed the game, and you can tell in the quality of the videos, just like you could tell in the quality of the sound when I got an external microphone. So you don't have to upgrade all at once, but you can gradually add things to your arsenal that are going to change your whole viewing and filming experience and editing experience when it comes to building your YouTube channel and providing those great quality content videos. Number 4, your niche needs a niche. And what I mean by that is YouTube is all about niching. It's about finding where you fit in terms of your interest and the type of quality or the type of content that you want to provide. It's not enough to have a niche and say, oh, I'm going to do hair videos, or I'm going to do beauty videos, or even like me, I'm going to be a travel vlogger. You have to be able to funnel that down even more so. And for me, I am a budget travel vlogger. So I talk not even so much about, like, I talk about travel and I do vlogs of the places I go and my experience, but my thing is helping people, especially younger people, to see that you can travel on the budget you're on. Like, you don't have to stay at these luxury resorts and things like that, but you can travel minimally and cheaply if you just use tips and tricks. And I share the tips and tricks that I've learned over the years. So when I say your niche needs a niche, you need to really be focused and intentional about where you're going to land within your chosen categories. And that's not to say that you have to stick with whatever that is, because like I say, I actually am triple niching, because I do budget travel, I do wellness and self-care, like mental, spiritual wellness, and then I do lifestyle stuff, which would be, you know, workout or whatever the case may be, things about my day-to-day life that still do lend to, in a broader way, travel and wellness. So you want to be intentional about how to pinpoint within niching your particular area of expertise. Number 5, and this has been a long lesson, and it's still a long lesson, but that growth is a long haul. Okay, I think, and I've watched, especially in the last year or so, as I've been really concentrating on trying to grow the channel and getting frustrated with the fact that it's growing so slowly, is that some people go into YouTube with a following already, which helps them to grow more quickly. Some people are able to tap into trending topics, or they have a video go viral and things like that. Or there are websites that help you to grow your channel in views and subscribers by you paying for views and subscribers. And either way, to get to whatever your goal is, it's gonna take a while. Like, you can put out good quality content and people still have a hard time following it, or you are growing and more people are exposed to you, and it's for the most random of your videos. Like, one of the videos that has gotten in the most views for me is when I'm walking around a Tesco in London trying to get budget groceries for my stay for a few days. I got packing tutorials and couch conversations and, you know, actual experiences out in London and Paris and Istanbul, and that's the video that people are watching in the thousands. That's crazy to me. But, you know, you have to keep in mind that this is a marathon and not a sprint. And I know that's really cliche, but it's true. Like, you don't just start and within a month, within 2 months, you know, you've got 20, 30,000 subscribers. You might, if you have a video go viral, or if you know, are tapping into those trending topics. But you also want to think about sustainability. How do you sustain the kind of followership you want? You want people not only just hit the subscribe button, but you want them to engage with you. You want them to be in your comment section. You want them watching your videos weekly, bi-weekly, 3 times a week, however often you're deciding to post. So you want to keep in mind that this idea of growth and sustainability, it is a longer process, and you have to be patient with the process and go at your pace. Don't try to rush the process as well. Number 6, when you do YouTube, especially when you start and you don't have that many subscribers, and even beyond that, like there are plenty of people with 100, 2,000, 200,000 subscribers that, you know, do everything themselves, but you are literally a one-person show. And it is exhausting. It is exhausting, you know, filming and then doing the sound work and the editing and color grading and creating graphics and posting on social media regularly. Like, it is so much work. So much work, especially if you don't do this full time. I'm sure it's even more work when you have a large following and you're able to do this full time. But as someone who does YouTube part-time, y'all, if you've watched any of my other videos, you know I'm in school full-time and I work multiple jobs. Like right now I'm on a contract job and I teach, substitute teach in a private school. So I have a busy schedule on top of the traveling. I post at least twice a week, usually just twice a week. And I have planned for the month, at least 2 months in advance. Okay, these are the videos that I have to put up travel. These are the videos that are self-care, wellness. Boom, 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 boom. If I'm having guests, I got to get in touch with them and schedule with them to film their videos before I even sit down to edit. And editing takes hours. On a good day, I can edit one of these vlogs where I'm just sitting down talking to you in an hour or two. But it's gonna take at least an hour of my time. But when it comes to the vlogs, it takes me days to get a travel vlog together, sometimes weeks. I still have footage that I am trying to get edited and uploaded that I couldn't track down the footage. Like, things happen. But you are literally everything. You are a one-person conglomeration business of skills. Number 7, I think I'm at 7. Because you are a one-person business, essentially, when you're doing YouTube, it's easy to burn out. It is really easy to burn out. Hear me when I say, you know, I have gone through weeks where I'm like, I have nothing and I don't post, and I feel bad because I'm still like growing my channel and getting people on board to watch me regularly. But you get tired. It's a lot of work to come up with content that you are excited about, to think through how to make that content happen, to film that content, and then to edit it and figure out how you're editing it to tell a certain kind of story. Like, it's a lot of work. It is, and it's easy to get burnt out. And I think part of that burnout happens is when you're trying to compare yourself and grow really quickly. So you have to take your time and, you know, be gentle with yourself through that whole process. If you have a week where you only get 1 video up, even though you said you're gonna do 2, you want to get 1 up. If you put up a video and it's not your favorite, it's not the best, at least you got it done and you put it up and you're learning. So the thing is not to always be perfect, but to learn through the process and to improve your ability to provide high quality content. Number 8, you begin to think of everything in terms of content. I don't know how many times I've been somewhere and I'm doing something and I'm like, oh dang, this would have been a really cool vlog for me to record, or this would have been this is a cool picture to go on Instagram to tell a story, to get people to look at the channel. And like, you start thinking about things in terms of, how do things in my everyday life become shareable content? It is crazy. Like, it becomes just like second nature to be, you know, I'm getting ready to go somewhere and, oh, perfect example. So when I was getting ready to go home, I was like, all right, I'm gonna pack my things up. I'm only gonna be there 3-4 days. And then I was like, why don't I pack it in a purse? And then I was like, why don't I film a tutorial to challenge myself to pack everything in a purse? And boom, then you have, you know, how to travel a budget airline with just a purse and all your things. I have like a whole list of ideas that I've had. Like I just write them all down, because if I ever get in a moment when I'm creatively stuck and I can't think of anything off the top of my head, I do have like an archive of ideas that I can follow through on that I thought of at some point. So always make sure you have like some sort of notebook or notes on your phone, and you're jotting down ideas as you think of them, because you never know, you might be able to come back to that later. Number 9, you have to strike a balance. Hear me when I say, y'all know I'm about this whole wellness and self-care piece. You have to strike balance if you are going to create a YouTube channel. You have to, period. I have found myself, because I get so excited about, you know, the content and the things I'm creating and sitting down and editing. I actually love the editing process, but I have things on my plate. So I can't, you know, dive totally headfirst into YouTube because I have a dissertation to write. And I can't, you know, totally be like, oh, YouTube is on the back burner because it's not making me any money, because I am passionate about it. So for me, what striking balance looks like is carving out times and days during my week where I devote myself to certain things. And I'm probably going to do a video about this, about how to budget your time and how to be organized with your time. And for me, because I have so much on my plate, I have to be really, really organized, like the month, the week, and then to-do lists each day, which is a lot of work in and of itself. But it keeps me from doing too much and burning myself out, really. Last, number 10 is, I think this is the most important. It is that transparency is a must. If you're gonna start a YouTube channel, you have to open yourself up in a lot of ways to let people get to know you. You have to be willing to open yourself up. Like, I tell you all things about myself that are personal. I don't tell you everything about myself, but I tell you things that are personal so that I can connect. Transparency helps you to connect with your audience. It makes you come off more authentically. You have to be willing to open up a little, and even to say, you know, I'm not having a good day. I have filmed a couple of videos where I've been really honest. Like, I had challenges when I was traveling. Like, I broke down crying in the middle of Copenhagen, bruh. Like, I have, you know, gotten depressed in the middle of Rome. I caught a cold in Paris twice. And those things, for me, that sort of transparency makes travel less mystifying, because, you know, they're great experiences, they're magical experiences, but they're no less real than my day-to-day. So if you're gonna do this, be ready to be transparent. I hope this helps. Like, if you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, I hope that my experiences have proven to have some gems for you, because I wish I knew these things 2 years ago. Had I known these things 2 years ago, I don't know if I'd be farther along than I am now, honestly, just because things change, you know. But you gotta roll with the punches. And if you're going to if you think about starting a channel, do it. Get your iPhone. Like, iPhones have great cameras. I have vlogged on my Note 4, especially when my camera dies. So you don't need the DSLR to get started. It's nice, don't get me wrong, but you don't need it to start. If you want to know more about getting a beginning setup for YouTube, about the tech that I love to use, any of those things, feel free to let me know in the comments, because when you talk to me in the comments and engage with me, it helps me to know what kind of content to make that will be most helpful. As always, friends, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend about the channel. Enter the giveaway. I'll leave the information in the D box or above, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.